Hello everyone. In this video, we'll be discussing about the numericals formula related to the hydraulic turbines. In hydraulic turbine, we have three different types of turbines, that is Pelton, Francis and Kaplan. Before entering directly into the formula, first and foremost thing you should understand the velocity triangle, then only you can write the formulas. Now, since the Pelton turbine is a tangential flow turbine, the inlet velocity triangle will be a straight horizontal line. Therefore, V1 is equal to VU1. V1 is nothing but absolute velocity is equal to the tangential velocity. And the inlet one, we don't have the VA1 or axial velocity, since V1 is itself an horizontal line. After that, we are supposed to write the blade velocity, that is U. Okay, V1 minus U will be the relative velocity, the velocity with which water impinging on a moving blade. Now, since it is a moving blade, the velocity with which water comes out of the moving blade, that will be the relative velocity, that should be drawn first. Therefore, VR1, VR2, next U. If I join this will be our absolute velocity at outlet V2. V2 has two components, vertical and horizontal. Vertical component is VA2, horizontal component is VU2. Now, the angles which are made with respect to relative velocity, that will be always beta 2. The angles which are made with respect to absolute velocity, that will be with respect to alpha. Therefore, V2, the angle made is alpha 2. Now, the outlet velocity triangle can be modified based on the VU2 value. If we get a VU2 negative, by using cos beta 2, we used to find VU2. What is that? VU2 is equal to VR2 cos beta 2 minus U. Therefore, if we get a VR2 negative, for a shortcut one, what you have to do is V2 just take that towards right hand side. Therefore, this will be our VR2 and this will be our V2. V2 has two components, vertical and horizontal. Vertical is VF2, horizontal is VU2. Then connecting to V2 and VR2, that will be U. The angles which are made with respect to VR2 is always beta 2. The angles which are made with respect to absolute velocity is alpha 2. This is a modified velocity triangle and this is a normal generalized velocity triangle. The blade velocity, that is U, is equal to 5 into square root of 2gh. Phi is nothing but the speed ratio, that is somewhere around 0.46 constant value. H is nothing but the head. Okay, that might be the effective head. Okay, that is equal to gross head minus the friction losses in the pipe. Next, V1 is nothing but CV into square root of 2gh. CV is nothing but coefficient of velocity, that is also constant, that is 0.97. Force is nothing but mass flow rate into VU1 plus or minus VU2. Mass flow rate can be written as rho A into V1. A indicate the area, V1 indicate the absolute velocity at inlet. Okay, next VR1. VR1 is nothing but V1 minus U. By looking at the inlet triangle, we can write all these things. VU2 is nothing but VR2 cos beta 2 minus U. Okay, therefore, work done is nothing but rho A V1 into VU1 plus VU2 into U. Here we should get U one more. Okay, power is nothing but VU work done by 1000, because to keep in terms of kilowatts. Okay, now VU2 by using cos beta 2 we are supposed to find. Next, the frictional losses in a pipe, therefore that can be found by 4FL V star square by 2GD star. V star indicate the velocity of water inside the penstock, D star indicate the diameter of the penstock, therefore this is the HF. Next, bucket ratio, that is M is equal to D by D, therefore Z is equal to M by 2 plus 15. Then K is equal to VR2 by VR1. K is nothing but bucket friction ratio. Therefore, the relative velocity at outlet can be reduced with respect to the inlet. That will be given with respect to 10%, 15% like that. Then, if they are given 10%, then K will be 0.9, 15%, 0.8 like that. Then, if you want to find out the number of jet, we have a formula, that is Q total by the discharge with respect to individual nozzle. Okay, Q total by individual nozzle. Okay, that is area into velocity of water which is coming out of the nozzle. Okay, then we have four different types of efficiencies or five, that is the generator efficiency, eta G is generator efficiency. The kind of numerical what you can expect when you are supposed to apply this is the power. If they are given a power at the shaft and directly means, that is P. If they are given only the power, then if they are given a generator efficiency, we are supposed to consider that is nothing but power obtained after the generator. By using the generator efficiency, we are supposed to find out the P. This P, we will use that P in the overall efficiency formula. That is, overall efficiency is nothing but P by WQH by 1000. Okay, W indicates the specific weight of water, 9810. Q is nothing but a discharge, total discharge. H is nothing but a effective weight, that is Hg minus Hf. Okay. Next, hydraulic efficiency, that is U into VU1 plus VU2 divided by V1 square by 2. Okay, that is work done by kinetic energy. The overall efficiency is nothing but mechanical efficiency into hydraulic efficiency into volumetric efficiency. Okay, therefore all the three indicate the overall efficiency. Volumetric efficiency is nothing but the amount of water striking the moving blade divided by amount of water discharging from the nozzle. This is the volumetric efficiency. These are the few formulas related to the Pelton. Similarly, the Francis. The inlet triangle and outlet triangle of a Francis and Kaplan both are same. Therefore, the inlet triangle goes somewhat like this. It's a radial flow, radial in. Therefore, we have a V1 is an inclined one. Next, U is nothing but blade velocity at inlet. Next, if I join this, this is our VR1 relative velocity at inlet. That is a velocity with which water is striking the moving blade. V1 has two components, VF1 and VU1. Okay, vertical is VF1, horizontal is VU1. The angle made by V1 is always alpha 1. The angle made by VR1 is always beta 1. Okay, now we are done with the inlet velocity triangle. Now, this inlet velocity triangle can be modified. Modified in the sense, if U is less than VU1, this velocity triangle holds good. If U is greater than VU1, then what we are supposed to do? Likewise, what we have done here, the middle line we have taken and drawn towards right hand side. Here also do the same thing. That is VR1, take that and draw towards right hand side. Therefore, V1, okay, as two component VF1, see here V1, VF1 and VU1. This we know. What I said, VR1 to be drawn towards right hand side. Therefore, VR1. V1 to VR1 will be always U. Therefore, this is a modified velocity triangle. When we are supposed to write the modified velocity triangle by considering the values of U and VU1. Therefore, whenever you get a numericals related to Francis turbine, first and foremost thing, find out U and VU1 value. Then write down the normal triangle and the modified velocity triangle depending on the U and VU1 values. Now, the outlet velocity triangle, since it is an radial or axial load, therefore V2 is equal to VF2 and VR2, this is the relative velocity with which water coming out of the moving blade. If I join this, this will be our U2. Okay, the angles made by VR2 is always beta 2. The angles made by absolute velocity, that will be always alpha 2. Therefore, this is a outlet triangle related to the Francis and Kaplan. Therefore, Francis and Kaplan have same inlet and outlet triangle, but the modified velocity triangle will be obtained for Francis with respect to inlet. Now, the formulas related to the Francis are, work done is nothing but U1 VU1. We don't get a VU2 because V2 itself an vertical line. Therefore, VU2 is 0. Therefore, work done for a unit mass is equal to U1 VU1. Therefore, U is nothing but blade speed is nothing but 5 into square root of 2gh. Here we have one more formula, that is Vf1 is equal to psi into square root of 2gh. Psi indicate the flow ratio. Vf1 is nothing but a flow velocity. Here this flow velocity can be used in the discharge formula. Q is nothing but pi d V into Vf. Okay. Or with respect to inlet means pi d1 b1 into Vf1. With respect to outlet means pi d2 b2 into Vf2. And we are supposed to multiply by this C. C is nothing but the area occupied by the vanes. Okay, that should be minus off. Therefore, this is nothing but the area occupied by the vanes. If they are given the area occupied by the vanes is 10%, then you are supposed to take the C as 0.9. That is the Q formula. Next, coming to the efficiency formula. Here we have the hydraulic efficiency, that is U1 VU1 divided by G into H. Or this hydraulic efficiency can be rewritten with respect to the velocity with which water going out of the nozzle draft tube, that is H minus V4 square by 2G divided by H. Okay. Next, volumetric efficiency is nothing but Q, amount of water striking the moving blade divided by amount of water which is coming out of the nozzle. Okay. Next, mechanical efficiency is nothing but shaft power divided by the runner power. Okay. Next, overall efficiency is nothing but hydraulic efficiency into volumetric efficiency into mechanical efficiency. Next, the draft tube efficiency. Draft tube efficiency can be written as V2 square minus V4 square by 2G minus HF divided by V2 square by 2G. Okay. Here V2 indicate the velocity with which water coming out of the moving blade or the velocity with which water entering the draft tube. V4 indicate the velocity with which water leaving out of the draft tube. Therefore, by using this, we can easily find out the draft tube efficiency. Now, coming to the numericals formula related to the Kaplan. That is, U is nothing but pi d n by 60. If they are given with respect to outlet d naught, inlet means that is di. Next, Q. The discharge formula is area into flow velocity. The area is nothing but pi by 4 d naught square minus di square. That is outer diameter minus the inner diameter. Or we can write this, consider this is a tip diameter minus the up diameter. Next, most of the time Vf1 will be equal to Vf2. The next efficiency we have, hydraulic efficiency is nothing but U into VU1 divided by G into H. Overall efficiency is nothing but P by WQH by 1000. Therefore, these are the few important formulas related to the hydraulic turbine. And we have one theory questions which are important in the hydraulic are, that is the draft tube classification and the very much important thing is the derivation in the Pelton. Okay, derivation in the Pelton one, that is hydraulic efficiency derivation. Therefore, thank you.